Hello learners, welcome back to the channel. Today we are analyzing tropical cyclone Freddy using the extract at the top and the map that shows the path and the change in intensity. This type of question is very common in grade 12 exams. So today I'm going to teach you how to read the text together with the diagram properly, the same way an examiner expects you to do in the exam. Let us start by understanding the extract at the top. The text tells us that tropical cyclone Freddy formed on the 6th of February 2023. It formed in the Indian Ocean near Australia, and then it moved from east to west across South Indian Ocean. The text also tells us that Freddy traveled about 8,000 kilometers, which is a very long distance for a tropical cyclone. This already gives us an important clue. When a tropical cyclone travels over warm ocean water for a very long distance, it can remain strong for a long time. And even if it weakens, it can regain strength again because the warm ocean water keeps supplying it with energy and moisture. That tells us that Freddy had a lot of energy and a lot of moisture supporting it. The text then tells us about the impacts. It says that Freddy hit Madagascar on the 21st of February and that it hit Mozambique on the 24th of February. The text also tells us that the impact in the Mozambique were more severe than in Madagascar. The reason for this is because there was heavy rainfall, strong winds, and a lot of damage to infrastructure. This already shows that Freddy was a very strong system and that it caused serious destruction, especially in Mozambique. The extract then tells us something very important and very unusual. It says that on the 5th of March, Freddy turned into a northwesterly direction, and then it hit Mozambique again on the 11th of March. This movement is described as rare or unusual. In exams, when you see words like rare or unusual, you must always explain why something is unusual. You must explain what normally happens and then explain why in this case is different. So already from the text alone, we can see Freddy did not behave like a normal tropical cyclone. Now, look at the key on the map. The key shows 3 stages of intensity. It shows a tropical depression, which has wind speeds of less than 63 kilometers per hour. It shows a tropical storm, which has wind speeds between 63 and 118 kilometers per hour. And it shows a tropical cyclone, which has winds between 119 and 190 kilometers per hour. This is very crucial for exams, because if the wind speed is above 119 kilometers per hour, you must call the system a tropical cyclone and not a storm. Now we have the path of Freddy on the map. Freddy started near Australia and it was already strong over the warm Indian Ocean. The warm ocean water provided energy and moisture to the system. This energy and moisture caused the cyclone to intensify, meaning it became stronger as it moved over the warm water. On the 21st of February, Freddy hit Madagascar. The wind speed, which means it was a tropical cyclone at that time. After Freddy made a landfall in Madagascar, the system weakened. The reason for this is because land cuts off the heat and moisture supply. Over land, there is more friction and there is no warm ocean water to supply the energy. Because of this, cyclones always weaken over the land. After that, Freddy moved into the Mozambique Channel. The Mozambique Channel has very warm water. Because of this warm water, the cyclone gained energy again. It re-intensified, which means it became stronger again, and the wind speed increased once more. On the 24th of February, Freddy hit Mozambique for the first time. Heavy rain fell, strong winds occurred, and infrastructure was damaged. The Mozambique Channel often strengthens cyclone because of the warm ocean current, which supplies energy and moisture to the system. Now we look at the unusual change in the direction. Instead of moving southeast and weakening like normal tropical cyclones, Freddy turned northwest. It also slowed down. Because it moved slowly, it pulled in more moisture, and this caused continuous heavy rainfall over the same area for a long time. This leads to severe flooding. Then in Mozambique, the 11th of March, Freddy hit Mozambique again. This second landfall made the impacts much worse because the land and the people were already affected by the first impact. After that, Freddy reached Malawi as a tropical depression. Even though it was weaker at this stage, heavy rain still fell and strong winds were still present. This shows us that even weak systems can still be dangerous and can still cause serious damage and problems for people. Now learners, we are going to analyze this as an exam style question so that you understand how to answer question properly in the exam. So let's read each question carefully, understand what the examiner wants, and we are going to use the answers from the memo correctly and learn how to score full marks. The first question asks, on which date did tropical cyclone Freddy hit Madagascar? This is a very simple question, but many learners lose marks because they overthink. The extract clearly states that the tropical cyclone Freddy hit Madagascar on the 21st of February. So the correct answer is simply 21st February. When a question asks you for a date, you only give the date. Do not give any explanation. The next question asks why the impact of tropical cyclone Freddy was more severe in Mozambique than in Madagascar. This is a reason question, so we must explain why. Mozambique was affected twice by tropical cyclone Freddy, on the 24th of February and again on the 11th of March. Because Mozambique was hit twice, more rain fell, flooding increased, and the infrastructure was damaged. The correct explanation is that Mozambique was affected twice and the cyclone returned after re-strengthening. The next question asks for two reasons why tropical cyclone Freddy changed from tropical cyclone to a tropical depression between the 21st and the 22nd of February. After hitting Madagascar, Freddy weakened. The first reason is the movement over the land. Cyclone lose strength over land because land increases friction and wind speed decreases. The second reason is the loss of moisture and heat. The system was cut off from warm ocean water. There was less evaporation, less latent heat energy. This caused the cyclone to weaken. You must always remember that land leads to weakening and ocean leads to strengthening. The next question asks why the northwesterly path taken by tropical cyclone Freddy is considered rare or unusual. Normally, tropical cyclones move from east to west. and then curve southeastwards. But Freddy turned northwest. This is against the normal wind direction and the normal movement pattern of a tropical cyclone. This is why it is considered unusual. When you say the word unusual, you must always explain the normal pattern first and then explain how this cause is different. The next question asks how the Mozambique Channel influenced the increase in intensity of tropical cyclone Freddy. The Mozambique Channel has very warm water and less friction than the land. This caused increased evaporation, more latent heat energy, and strengthening of the cyclone. The final question asks how damage to infrastructure caused by tropical cyclone Freddy could have a negative impact on people in the affected area. This question tests human impacts. You must always mention the damage and explain how it affects people. For example, damage to power lines leads to no electricity. Damage to water systems leads to no clean water. Damage to roads means people cannot travel. Damage to the buildings leads to homelessness. Damage to communication systems means people cannot contact emergency services. Damage to sewage systems leads to water contamination. You must never just list damages. You must always explain how the damage affects people's life. If this breakdown of this question helps you to understand the question better, please like the video and subscribe to the channel. Thank you very much for watching.